Alright. Alright, for today's video, I'm riding the paddy wagon. As you can see, my plan is just to ride around for a while, go back to my roots, and just do some photography. And the first photo is of this intersection here where there's like a crosswalk and the bike. And so what I'm looking at here is the bike center framed and this tree leaf stuff hanging down is like an archway almost framing it. And then I took a wide shot and it was okay, but I zoomed in with the 2x and I think I like that the most. All right, there's this thing that I pass all the time. It's like this overhanging bush. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but do you see the vision? Okay. Honestly, that was not that good. The lighting on it, the composition, that just didn't work. And that's what you're gonna see in these videos. Like, I'm just going back to doing photography. You're gonna see the good photos, obviously. The not so good ones. I need both hands for this. But yeah, just documenting the process of it all. Also, I ride a fixed gear bike, so it never stops pedaling. And it's kind of sketch sometimes when I'm trying to film, but naturally, we had to come out to the pier. I'm gonna center it in between these two posts. Oh shoot, the pedal's catching. There we go. Is that good? This is it's not that good. All right, so with this frame, I was trying to center compose the bike with the water texture in the background, but the lighting's not stellar. And with this pattern in the fence as well as the, I don't know what you call that, the floor. But the pattern between those and the light coming through and the water texture is just a little too busy. So, not today. Okay, but actually this angle, there's people over there. I took a picture of one of them. But this angle right here, go lower so there's less clutter behind the bike. It's just open sky. And then with the pier in frame where you have some depth to the image, that's nice. Look at the tide here. Very low, very reflective and still. I'm gonna go down there and find some photos. All right, here we go. Paddy wagon on the beach. First time on the beach, I think. Special occasion. I'm noticing a lot of frames here. I'm going low on the composition like that. A lot of times that'll help make the subject more prominent in the photo. If I'm taking a photo from like a high angle pointed down, it oftentimes will get too cluttered, but if it's an upward angle like this, notice there's no clutter, just open sky. The subject pops out a little bit more, so that's why I do that a lot. I'm carrying my bike across all these rocks to frame it up with the pier here. All right, this is nice. I'm gonna back up and then scoot my way forward with this photo. This is like a more far out angle. Obviously, I like the scale here. Pier being like 10 times taller than the bike, and then also going off into the distance there. You get an understanding of the scale going on. Move in a little closer. Yo. Something like this, maybe. I'll move left and right here and find a nice angle, but I like this one a lot. But what I like about this one is the frame is full. So it's like a product photo of the bike, but you have the environment as well. So that's cool. There's also a nice color contrast here between the blue and the warm yellow green of the Pier. So pretty sweet. That's probably my favorite of the day so far. And then I'll get a little closer here. Let's see. I'm trying one here where I'm framing the bike in the center, kind of lower in the image, but then also including some beach back there. You still get that color contrast and some depth, but I'm not really digging it, so onward. And I originally came down here for the reflection. Got distracted by that over there. Oh, that's a nice angle, look at that. I like how the sun's hitting it and you're getting this texture on the rock with the shadow there. That is sweet. I've never seen it from this angle. Well, I have, but not like, I don't know, it just looks nice today. Anyways, the reflection here. And with this, I want to talk about composition, because you could take this photo, right? I'll take one now. And the symmetry feels nice. So I'd say it's already, you know, a solid photo. What I'm noticing is like clutter, right? There's like clutter in the rocks here, texture going on. And so I'm gonna step back here. And so I'm gonna step back here and think about my subject, which is the reflection, but more so, I think this tree right there draws the eye the most. So what I'm gonna do now is back up and keep that tree center frame there and just find a composition that helps bring the viewer's eye to that tree. And so right here, I have a rock right there, a group of rocks right there, and it almost holds the frame more center. And there's birds flying by, oh my God, I gotta take some photos. And you know, it's not the coolest photo, but you can see how this composition feels a bit better than the one before it. So, yeah. We got a crow here coming to check out Patty. Patty Wag. This is actually kind of a cool shot. Look at that. This is actually a nice photo. I'm gonna do one more photo here with these light beams coming through. I don't know if they're really beams, but no idea how I'm gonna frame this, but here it is. All right, I tried a few frames and I like this one here. The bike centered in the frame as well as centered in this column thing. And what I'm gonna do now though is wait for someone to walk by right there. So I'll be back. All right, got it. I think the concept was nice, but they're a little too small in the photo. And I was hoping their dog would be next to them, but the dog was moving quicker. So I'm gonna go that way. All right, look at this. I was walking back and we got nature's gazebo with some nice light coming through. I'll put the bike like right here and frame it up. Okay, I actually really like this frame. Nice little green bike amongst the green leaves. A little hidden. Oh, look at that. What's up? Oh, bye. All right, I was riding back up to the road and I saw this. Are you kidding me? It's like this glowing aura of light. That's beautiful. I just got one with someone in frame there, but I think the glow hits harder right here. I tried no hands on gravel. Ready? No way. Now I'm in a neighborhood. It's always tricky in a neighborhood because it's like these are people's property. And yeah, I just want to like be respectful. But at this point, I'm in uncharted territory. Calm stretch of road here so I can talk for a second. The last 5 months I've been trying things on this channel. I've been trying music stuff, photo stuff. I've been trying to combine it into some sort of music photo vlog. And as I've learned so much, the multi-topic channel thing just isn't really working. I had this idea like in my head of trying to combine the two into some sort of vibey edit or something, and it just wasn't working. But honestly, it's kind of a relief because now I can just focus on photography with this channel. But yeah, back to the roots. Just doing photo here again. Intersection. All right, we're good. Anyways, now I'm in a neighborhood